You can do so much with vegetables. You can eat them raw, you can steam them, you can char them, you can grill them, you can turn them into a soup, into a paste. I mean, there's just endless possibilities when it comes to vegetables, and that's half the fun. I'm Yotam Ottolenghi, and I'm the co-author of Flavour.
And I'm Ixta Belfrage. I started out in Ottolenghi working at Noppi as a chef, and I've been at the test kitchen for 4 years working with Yotam, and we've just written Flavour together.
Flavour is a book about vegetables in all their glory, their beauty. We really kind of push their flavors to the limit to shine the best possible light on vegetables. Ixta and I are in Wolves Lane Community Gardens. This beautiful glass house and the ones next to it. Apart from being a community garden for locals, it's also where we grow some of the vegetables for our restaurant Rovi. It's so nice to be in this environment. Your mind starts working. I'd add vinegar, or I'd add oil, or I'll let it sit, or I'll slowly cook it. You know, all these are options that just open up as soon as you've got a fresh vegetable in your hand.
Yeah, it is really special to see something from the beginning to the end, to see it as a seedling, to be able to give it the respect it deserves and to be able to use your creativity with it.
When you look at them here, they look great. There's courgettes, there's chilies, there's tomatoes. But to make them be as amazing as you want them to be, there's some tricks that you perfect over time, over the years. And that's the ultimate freedom for a cook, to be able to take this potential and turn it into something big. This book, like every book that I've been involved in, it doesn't start with a concept. It starts with a group of dishes that I love. And Ixta and I thought the same. We had this a repertoire or selection of dishes we thought were incredible and I want to share with the world. We thought, okay, so what makes the vegetables shine so much in these particular dishes? We realized there's 3 ways to break them down into sections, and those are the 3P: the pairing, the produce, and the process.
In process, we highlight the different processes you can put a vegetable through to tease out its inner potential. So charring, infusing, aging, and browning. And then pairing various ingredients or other vegetables that you put with that vegetable, again, to make it as special as it can possibly be. So sweetness, fat, chili heat, and acidity. And then the final section is about produce. In this section, we're shining a light on 4 key ingredients: mushrooms, nuts and seeds, alliums, and sugar by way of fruit and booze. All those vegetables and ingredients have sort of the inherent power to sort of carry the weight of a whole dish.
I just knew that Ixta would be the right person to collaborate with, because she just have a particular touch, which is such a wonderful touch. The infusions of flavors together, the Mexican heritage, the Brazilian heritage, the Italian heritage. That's what Ixta has, and that's what I've got, is that ability to play, to get a result which is kind of like outstanding. Is that playfulness is super important.
We're inspired by Middle Eastern food, Italian food, Mexican food, Chinese food, and there's no
food with no name.
And food with no name. There's no rules about what, in our opinion, what can go together. And I think a lot of the recipes in Flavour play with different cultures and different ingredients.
Totally.
And for us, definitely, there are no rules and no boundaries.
When you create a recipe for a book, you often find that it's got a few components, and Ixta always tends to find even better uses for one of the components as soon as she finished cooking. So this inspired the flavor bomb section in the book, the condiments. It's a really powerful concept.
Especially if you only have time to just simply roast sweet potatoes. That's fine, because if you've got some charred chili salsa or some numbing oil, you just sort of chuck that on top, and then you've got something really beautiful and interesting really quickly.
Nori and sesame salt is a great flavor bomb. It's just one of those things that you can have in a little jar. Sprinkle over rice, sprinkle over eggs. Just gives a bit of edge. The cascabel chili oil that we used for the butter beans is actually something that can be sprinkled over salad, over roasted vegetables, over everything really. Of course, we'd love you all to cook all these dishes, but I hope, and I think Ixta feels the same, that it's not just about the recipes. It's about a bunch of principles that could guide you over to the next meal and really stay with you as a way to ramp up the flavor in the vegetables.